Hello students, this is the chapter number 6 of the partnership, 12th. The chapter is death of a partner. In this question you have been given that there are three partners. A died on 31st March 2018 and the balance sheet as on the same date on which he has died. Now, after this balance sheet, further information you have been given in regarding some adjustments that on A's death, it was found that patents are valueless. Transaction number 1. Furniture to be brought down. Transaction 2. Plant was to be reduced down by. Transaction number 3. And this the liability. Transaction 4. For this transaction, you have to pass the journal entries as the requirement of the question. Pass the journal entries. Okay, now we are going to do the solution of this question. Now the solution of this question: revaluation account debit to patents, furniture, plant. Because in all the three transactions, the value of the assets were decreasing. That's why these have been credited, and there was a loss on the decrease of the assets. That's why the revaluation account has been debited with rupees 24,000. After that, there is a reserve given in the balance sheet liability side. Workman compensation fund account debit. You have to close the account, and according to the adjustment, there is a liability of rupees 7,000. Out of the 10,000 reserve, there is a liability of rupees 7,000, means we have adjusted the loss on increasing the liability. The balance of rupees 3,000 shall be distributed among the partners. Old partners, old ratio. Now, it was a loss on the revaluation. This loss shall also be transferred to the partners' capital account and their capital will be debited. Now we are debiting the partners' capital account. The capital has been debited, means decrease with the amount of revaluation. Now in the question you have been given the general reserve as well as the P&L account. These are the two balances. You have closed the account, that's why debiting, and increase the partners capital. In old partners, old ratio. Old partners, old ratio. Next, A's capital account debit. As A has expired, whatever the amount to be paid to X, A is to be transferred to his executor's loan account. How we have calculated this amount of rupees 38,000, we can see here balance of the capital plus 1,000 minus 8, the loss of revaluation, plus 5,000, the amount of reserves and surplus. These are the journalities which you have passed to fulfill the requirement of the question. Now, question number 30 of the same question chapter. Shirish, Harish, and Asha were partners in the firm, sharing profits in the ratio 5:4:1. Shirish died on 30 June. On this date, the balance sheet you have been given. These are the opening balances. This is a profit, and after this, you have been given two adjustments. Share in the profit of the death on the basis of the average profit of the last 2 years. Profit for the year rupees this 16 to 17, and goodwill was to be valued over 2 years purchase of the last 2 years profit. This is the profit of the current year, and it was the profit of the last year, means 2 years profit you have been given now. Now you can see here that the opening balance of the capital you have written, profit and loss means whatever the profit you have been given in the balance sheet is to be distributed among the partners old ratio. Profit and loss expense account, for this you will see the working note, and this is the amount of goodwill, and whatever is to be paid by to him shall be transferred to his executor loan account. Now see the working note for two things, 1 and 2. Working notes in this question: first, average profit of the last 2 years, rupees this. 70,000 is a profit for the 12 months. You are calculating now for the 3 months because he was alive in the business. 3 months profit. After calculating the profit for 1 year, means average profit for 3 months for which he was alive and he was in the firm, then his share. Now the amount to be paid to him is his share in the profit is rupees this, and to be shown in the name of P&L suspense account. After that, the amount of the goodwill you are calculating. This is the amount of goodwill on the basis of 2 years purchase, his share for 5/10, and this amount shall be credited to him, and the gaining partners will compensate by debiting their capital in the share of his goodwill. Harit and Asha capital will be debited. So you have credited his capital. Now, question number 31 is similar. That's why you can do the practice of this question if you are having the doubt. We will discuss the problem. Now, see question number 32. There are three partners, Kavita, Leena, and Monica, sharing profits and losses in the ratio 1:1:3. Their capital accounts showed the following balances on 31st March 2012. These are the balances you have been given the question. Accounts are closed on every 31st March. Kavita died on 30 September. Now see, she died on 31st March, 30 September, and accounts are closed on 31st March. Means after 6 months, April, May, June, July, August, September. After 6 months of the closing date of the closing of the account, she has died. Now, some adjustments you have been given. First, interest on capital will be calculated on the basis at rate is 6% per annum. Means for 6 months you will give the IOC, interest on capital. Deceased partner's goodwill, 2 years average profit. After that, her share of the reserve fund will be paid. Means old partner's old ratio, that is rupees this for the firm. His share is to be calculated by you, and after that the last adjustment is her share of the profit till the date. Now four adjustment you have been given. Question is asking prepare the Kavita's capital to be presented to his legal representative. Now see the solution of this question. See the working note of this question. First you have been given the calculation of average profit. This is the average profit of 3 months, 3 years. Now calculate the goodwill. Average profit multiplied with 2 number of purchase years. Now goodwill of the firm. In the goodwill of the firm, you are calculating his share, means Kavita's share, that is 1/5. Kavita will receive 40,000. It shall be given by the gaining partners in their gaining ratio. Means you will increase the capital of Kavita and you will decrease the capital of the gaining partners in their gaining ratio, that is 1/4 and 3/4. Total amount of his 40,000 shall be given by these two partners, that is 10,000 and 30,000. So you will increase the capital of Kavita with rupees 10,000 and 30,000 with the amount of goodwill premium at the time of her death on 30 September. Now the next working note here, sales you have been given according to question. Now profit 10% according to the question. Percent of sale is this profit. Last year's sale was rupees this and the profit of rupees 20,000. Now you have calculated the sale profit upon sale, profit upon sale multiplied with 100. This is the percentage of profit. For the current year, you have been given that up to 30 September, means for 6 months, the sale has been given to you 4 lakh and the 10% of sale is rupees 40,000. It means there is a profit of rupees 40,000 for 6 months. In this profit, you are going to calculate the profit share of Kavita, means 1/5 of 40,000, that is rupees 8,000. It shall also be given to her. So you are increasing the amount with the profit and loss suspense account, because on 30 September you are not going to prepare the profit and loss account. So in the name of profit and loss suspense account, you will increase her capital for the amount of profit. Now you are going to calculate the IOC for her. This is the IOC for the 6 months at the rate I think 6% BHC having given question. This is the opening balance of the capital. This is a profit and loss suspense reserve given in the balance sheet. After giving all these things, opening capital, interest on capital, amount of goodwill by the gaining partners, and the reserves, old partners, old ratio, and the amount of profit and loss suspense account. These all the items shall be given to him. Now the balance is rupees 1,32,000 to be transferred to his her executor's loan account. Now this question has been completed. If you are having still any doubts, you can discuss. Thank you.